Miss Marlo Hampton and Miss Kandi Burris of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is messy. Now, yesterday I came to you guys regarding a podcast interview that Carlos King did with Miss Marlo Hampton. She talked about a lot of stuff in that interview. She talked about the relationship with Nene, why she gives Nene grace for throwing shade at her, but won't give Kenya more the same grace. All right. She gives it to Nene because she feel like Nene put money in her pocket and she's always been there and she's used to Nene. She expects Nene to act the way she acts. She gives Nene passes for whatever reasons. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, then, Marlo girl. Okay. We just asking for you to just at least, give a little grace to Kenya. If not, Kenya going to continue to drag you accordingly. But anyway, she also touched on Miss Kandi Burris and how she felt like Kandi need to, calm down with the sex and things. Okay. And she said that Kandi is effed out all over Atlanta, which was messed up. And I'll play that clip in just a second. But she also spoke on her mom and how her mom was a side woman to her dad. And her dad was a married man. I never heard that story before, so that was interesting for Marlo to go ahead and mention that to us, letting us know about it. She said that she'll never play another woman because of how she watched her mom do that. And I was just kind of like floored, like, dang, you went through a lot. You got to witness, and not that you wanted to, but you witnessed your mom being a mistress to a man that was married, being okay with being second. Then later on in life, you were pushed out to being into foster care. And then shortly after that, we see all of the series of mugshots. And then eventually you made it here. So that's just, Miss Marlo done been through a few things, but she about to go through a little more with Kandi, okay? She's about to go through a little more effing with Miss Kandi, all right? So I'm going to play a quick clip of what it is that Marlo had to say about Kandi over there on Carlos's, girl, over on this podcast. Girl, it was messy. Y'all might want to listen to it for yourself, but I'm going to play this little snippet, so check this out.
And if Kandi would just focus on, now, say if we went there and she was like, hey, I'm going to teach you guys all how to contribute to a play and become a producer, how to get a restaurant, do some shit for the Black culture. We got enough babies and diseases out here. We don't need no shit else about sex, Kandi. You fucked out in Atlanta, okay? And I had plenty too, like you say. But girl,
all right, y'all just heard Miss Marlo, but before I go forward, I just want to shout out Miss Tracy for the Cash App that I just received. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. And Miss Steph, Miss Beauty Steph, I appreciate you as well for the Cash App. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all. I appreciate it. And to the people that have sent thanks to me on my videos that have already played, they went back and donated or whatever. Thank you guys so much for those. I appreciate it. All right. So yes, guys, Miss Marlo said that Miss Kandi was effed out around Atlanta. And I just kind of felt like that was harsh. That was extremely harsh. And I was like, that's not going to go over very well. And I was wondering if Mr. Andy was going to bring these things into the forefront when we have the reunion. Right. But I feel like he's not going to want to give that type of publicity or anything to Carlos at his podcast or whatever, because Carlos be bringing out some stuff. If anything, I feel Carlos is still helping the show, even though he ain't on the show, profiting from the show right now. All right. Because he's not a part of the show. He got his own shows. He's still making it more entertaining with these interviews that he's doing. And it's causing us to come back and want to go and check out the show and see the dynamic. Right. So he's definitely helping out these housewives. Meanwhile, Andy has his own serious show. And I don't think I've heard a lot about the housewives over on Andy's show. Here or there, girl. But anyway, Miss Kandi got a whiff of what it is Miss Marlo had to say. And Miss Marlo, you did not have to say that about Kandi. You really didn't, girl. I don't know why you always try to come for her. Like, granted, I agree with Marlo on Kandi need to chill out with the SEX talk, okay? But then I feel like that's also dependent upon who you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not crazy to talk about SEX all the time. That's just not me. But you have some people that enjoy talking about it. So some people are going to just enjoy what Kandi talking about. I'm not going to care too much about it. I don't want nobody else's husband buzzing on my cootie swab. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, that's not something that I'm going to be into, right? But so I definitely agreed with her on that. But my thing is, Marlo, it seems like you always comfort Kandi about SEX because she is a woman that's very comfortable with herself and very open about that and has a whole company surrounded by that, which is a part of her brand. So any opportunity she gets to promote her businesses, she's going to do it. She's promoting the plays, she's promoting the OLGs and whatever other restaurant. Because y'all, I'm sure y'all gonna be going to one of her restaurants this year to sit down and eat. That's her way of promoting. She's going to always plug in bedroom Kandi. So that's just what it is. But I feel like it's because you cannot hold a candle to Kandi financially. So you can't speak down on that, right? You speak down on what you feel you got a hold over other women. Like you may talk about their fashions or something like that. And you probably feel like since you're not as effed out or whatever the case may be, then you know what I'm saying? You'll talk about that with Kandi. And you all obviously know that that is something that bothers her. So then that's another reason why you like attack her in that manner. And I just think that's messed up. But let me tell you something, girl. You don't met your match. Y'all, the way Kandi is finna snap off on Marlo, I'm gonna tell you, I have not heard Kandi talk like this except for the last time she told Mallory in the hotel room when she said, I will drag you in this BIT. Okay. I haven't heard Miss Kandi talk about that. But let me tell y'all, Miss Marlo also said that she's going to make Miss Kandi work for that check. She's going to make her work for that check. And Miss Kandi, girl, listen, you definitely working, girl. She definitely got you out here working.
Speaking of culture, we just got a clip sent to us maybe about 2 minutes before you got here. So one of your castmates, Marlo, seems to think that you should be doing more for the culture and even said that you need to stop talking about sex. So how do you feel hearing that tonight?
So funny. And that's why she be so fake to me. Was it day or last night she was sending us the invites, her thing. She want us to come support her in her business or whatever. And I was the first one on the group text, probably the only one, no, one of two of all the housewives who said, oh yeah, girl, I'm going to come be there for you. She gets on my motherfucking nerves. I'm tired of her bullshit. She's fake as fuck. If y'all do not know, I have been doing way more for the community than all of them. I don't mind saying it, okay? I don't always do everything I do on television, but if you want to go to television receipts, even the food drives that I did in the past, who was the main one trying to show up to help? Her. And she want to act like she don't remember? Listen, I pay off college tuitions for people I don't even know.
Okay, Miss Candy Bird is giving back to the culture.
What? I put all my businesses in black communities so that I can bring more jobs to our community. What's she doing? And to be clear, of all people that I've helped, she should know. Because when she wasn't on this show and couldn't get on this show for years, who helped her get another show on another network? But she wanted to kiss ass and be a friend of the show again on this show, so she let the opportunity drop. But it's facts. I got her showing a whole nother network when she needed help. And she want to get over here and show her motherfucking ass. She's getting on my nerves. Like, I literally, when I tell you, literally just was like, oh, yeah, girl.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Miss Kandi just went off. Kandi just went off. And I talked about that yesterday in my video about Marlo getting another show. I'm like, did Marlo get like another show? What happened to that show? Something happened. I thought it had something to do with Kandi. Kandi was probably working on it. But come to find out, in Kandi's words, Marlo wanted to be a friend of the show, girl. Okay. And that's why you turned down the opportunity to have your own show. Girl, not Kandi out here looking out for people and then they be out here just, shading her down to the ground. Girl, I can't. I really don't know what else to say aside from Miss Kandi went off, and I think she had every right to go off. I think she felt the way. Miss Girl said she tired of her. Like, I'm tired of this. I will be tired of her too because it seems like she's trying to create an issue where there really isn't an issue and where there has not been a issue. But you keep trying because you got this peach and you trying to save your peach. So now I'm a collateral damage in the BS. Girl, you're going to keep playing with Kandi. You're going to hear more than that voice crack. You're going to be hearing more than that voice crackling, girl. Keep playing with Miss Candy Burris. Keep playing. Why would she help her get a show? For what? Because when you listen to like the podcast, I'm thinking it's because she didn't get a peach. She wanted a peach. She couldn't get a peach after a while, even though she was offered one initially, right? And so I guess she didn't have the connects or something like that. So Kandi was trying to connect her over with the producers and help her get her own show. And it could have been about fashion or something. But Marlo didn't want to do that for whatever reason, which is interesting considering the fact that Marlo said in the interview that Kandi should be trying to put us on and she should be trying to show us like how we can create these certain things and create these Broadway shows and do this and that and do some stuff for the community and teach us this and teach us that. So that's why Kandi went off, because it's like, BIT, you over here talking about that like I never did that for you already. I already did that for you. You had a show in your hand with certain producers that I'm cool with, but you didn't want that. But then you want to get on social media and you want to drag me. No, ma'am. Thank you so much for this, Mims. Mims is saying that Marlo claimed that the other show didn't have a big enough budget for her. Yikes, girl. But it was a budget that you didn't have before, so I'm confused. You know, Kandi mad when her voice gets to shaking, right? Right. Kandi, I can go back to uni if you pay my fees. Now Marlo said Nene was the one looking for her though and got her show. Not Nene was the one that looked out for her and got her a show. I never heard Nene couldn't even get her own show, so I'm confused. She got a little spinoff for her Nene got a spinoff for that wedding or whatnot, but I'm confused about that part just a little bit though. I'm a little okay. I don't know about that part. Y'all need to listen to Carlos' podcast. Marlo really wasn't going in on Kandi. I listened to the whole thing and I felt like she indeed was going in on Kandi during that segment. The entire interview was not about Kandi, but she definitely said that Kandi is effed out. Your man is over here complaining about, girl, where my notes said, because how much I watched the whole interview, girl. Okay. Marlo addressed, no, they speak on Kandi and the buzzing of the husbands for JJs. Marlo wants Kandi to focus on teaching women how to be black bosses like herself. Don't have your husband over here trying to buzz my cootie twat all night, like Miss Kenya said, okay? She calls Kandi out for being effed out all in Atlanta. Okay, Marlo says your man is complaining about getting sex from you, but you got him over here buzzing other women's cootie twats. To me, that is her going in on Kandi. Okay, Carlos brings up the ladies making Kandi, getting into it with Kandi, and Miss Marlo says that she's going to have her work for that check, is what Miss Marlo said. She says Marlo says that Kandi always wants to give a little, but want to get a lot out of it. You can't give us a little and want to get a whole lot out of it. We're gonna make her work for that check. Okay. I'm just telling y'all what Miss Girl said. Now y'all can go listen to it for yourself. Listen to the whole thing. And for me, from what I got from it, I feel like she was going in on Kandi. I do. But that's just me, Jillian. You listen to it as well. You got a different perspective, and that's, those are your thoughts. But I think she was. Marlo was saying that in reference back to Kandi said that she had effed all of Atlanta. But she said the lady was effed out. Like that, I'm confused. Like she said the woman was effed out. She said Kandi then she effed out. She done fucked out. She's fucked out in Atlanta. That's what she said specifically. And y'all just heard the clip.
And if Kandi would just focus on, now say if we went there and she was like, hey, I'm going to teach you guys all how to contribute to a play and become a producer, how to get a restaurant, do some shit for the black culture. We got enough babies and diseases out here. We don't need no shit else about sex, Kandi. You fucked out in Atlanta, okay? And I had plenty too, like you say. But girl,
I'm sorry. That's going in for me. That's going in for me, girl. That's going in for me. I was saying that Marlo saying Nene was the one who looked out for her before she got on the show. LOL. That's why she let Nene get her way. Oh, okay. Gotcha. We shading her. Got you. Okay, that makes sense. Now I got you. Yeah, that's what she said in the interview in so many words. Nene looked out for her. Nene put money in her pocket and stuff. And she understands Nene that's Nene and Nene's going to be Nene, but it's not going to make her like or love her any less based on their history. And Nene has yet to congratulate her, is what she said. And she said she think that Nene could just be too busy to congratulate her. And I'm like, but I don't think she's too busy, but okay. But she wants Nene to take her out to dinner and give her a really nice gift whenever she does, acknowledge the fact that she is a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta and congratulates her. But okay. Girl, yeah. Marlo is playing the game. I can't wait until the reunion. I don't need to watch the season. I can't. Who is Marlo talking about? Anyone effed out? LOL. That's so hilarious. I know. It was a mess. I think Marlo is speaking about how Kandi is constantly speaking about sex or doing freaky things. Like, I think the buzz panties was a bit too far. I think the buzz panties was a bit too far, but that's always Marlo's go-to, where she insults Kandi and her sex life, and then saying that she done sucked off somebody or did something in the boys' locker room or whatever the case was. That's being said. She always says it. So I mean, she effed out in Atlanta. She meant what she said, how she said it. Girl, those are just some methods, girl. Just some methods, girl. Let's see. Good night. How to get a restaurant? You work hard at it, period. Marlo has zero originality. Let's see what else you guys are saying. And then I'm going to hop off of this thing because I do have to do my reviews for Real Housewives of Dubai and Beverly Hills. Honey. Okay, so just a few more comments and then we're going to slide off. All right. Nene is pissed that her friend took the peach from a network she's currently suing. I concur, honey. I concur. Where can I see the rest of the clip with Kandi setting the record straight? Brandon Burks, you can go to the neighborhood talk, but here's the thing. They don't have the full clip up though. They have about the same amount that you see on that I just posted, but you can go to the neighborhood talk. It's going to be on their Instagram page. I would have loved to seen more because it does look like they chopped up enough just to put up, for the people to hurry up and get it out. So, I mean, hopefully they got a longer version on their website or somewhere, but that's all that I've seen so far. Yeah, and it was an interview that she did specifically with the neighborhood talk for a red carpet event. It looks like a movie screening. So, yeah. Let's see. And then I'm going to hop off. To say that somebody is effed out considering your own personal issues is laughable, to say the least, right? Marlo was saying that in reference based on, I think I read that one. Yeah, I read that one. Oh, wow. Carlos King got to be a producer because of Kandi going to hire authorities to allow Black businesses through during George Floyd protests. I'm confused. What do you mean? Carlos King was a part of the show way before the George Floyd situation. I believe Carlos King was a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta when it first started. Yeah, this ain't just some new stuff. Carlos King been having shows way back when, before what you guys see to be popular is Love and Marriage Huntsville in DC. So he's had R&B divas, Hollywood divas. He's had some stuff already previously, years ago. And so, yeah, I believe Carlos was there from the beginning, or at least the second season. So yeah, that's not anything new. But all right, guys, I thank you all so much for hopping on and joining me this morning.